We're going to get right to questions. First one will be from Joe Bettner with the Norman transcript, and then we'll go to Jason Kersey. Joe?
Okay.
Hey, Tyree.
How you doing?
I was wondering, just good, man. I was just wondering, like, with having some time to kind of reflect on this past season, what was the most challenging part for you guys as an offensive line? We've heard, COVID's was just a bit of a struggle for every offensive line, but as you kind of reflect on it, what was the toughest part, and how do you hope to overcome that, I guess, as you get into this next season?
Right. Just go like you said with COVID. Just I feel like with the O line, it's all about unity and us not being able to hang out with each other. O line do everything together. They eat, they go everywhere with each other. So with us not be able to do that, I feel like we didn't have a closest bond last year, but we got close more as the season got on, and just with the whole O line and my emphasis on that, I feel like our mentality wasn't always there, and I feel like during games we'll start off pretty good, and we start off ready, and then as games go on and the score goes on and we're up by more, we kind of relax and that the time that we had this off season or whatever, and with Creed and Adrian being gone, like some of the leaders that got to step up, me and Marquise and the young guys, we've just been trying to really be emphasize on that and finishing and the mentality of playing. And with everything clearing up with COVID and everything, we got a more chance of hanging out with each other. So we're trying to bring that bond with the new guys with transfers like Wanye and just Anton and Chris stepping up playing center. So it's gonna be rough, but we're getting there.
Okay, Jason Kersey, The Athletic, and then Ryan Aber.
Hey, Tyrese. You're a guy who's played both guard and tackle, and Coach Bedenbaugh was just in here telling us about how you're kind of working at both spots right now. Is that tough to switch back and forth between the two spots? And do you have a preference on which one you play?
Right. No, it's not. It's just different being a tackle, but was it 2 years ago? I played tackle in 2 games against Tech and Kansas, so I was familiar with it. And it is a struggle sometimes, but just me, I just got to put in more time and more effort into knowing the position better and just knowing the right techniques and stuff like that. But preferably, I don't really care what I play. I just want to help my team out at the end of the day.
Thanks, man.
Yes, sir.
Ryan Aber of the Oklahoman, and then Eric Bailey.
Yeah, Tyrese, good to talk to you again.
Yes, sir.
Coach Bedenbaugh also talked about some of the physical changes that you've made over the off season to get in a better spot for success.
Mm-hmm.
What's that process been like for you, and how have you seen it affect things on the field as you get back there this spring?
Right. Just during this off season, I had a main focus is changing my body, cutting some weight, losing fat. So I just went in. I talked to Coach Wiley, and then I got in with our nutrition team, and they really guided me the way. And they set a little schedule that I had for when I could eat, and I just had to go in, put in more extra work and cardio. And I feel like with me putting my weight down, I feel like I can move a lot better, more like fluent, and I just feel light on my feet. So I feel like it's going to bring success for this upcoming season. I still have some more changes to do, but right now I'm in a very good spot for myself.
Any big changes you had to make diet-wise, either giving up something you really like or having to eat something that you don't?
Some oatmeal pies, zebra cakes, all that. I had to let that go.
Appreciate it, Tyrese.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Eric Bailey with the Tulsa World, and then Kerry Murdoch.
Hey, guys, thanks for your time today, man. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Wanted to ask you, Creed's just been such an important leader to that offensive line. Who's going to step up and take that role? What are you seeing in terms of leadership develop on the offensive line?
I mean, starting with me and Marquise, we being the older guys, and being there with Creed and Adrian and everyone else, and watching the other guys. So I feel like we have a taste of how it used to be, how the O-line should be from the Joe Moore winners. So we're just trying to emphasize that and just use the same strategy they used with the young guys when we came in. So with that being said, like Chris doing a good job, him playing the center, he's been more a vocal leader, and Anton's been more, even though he's young, he's been more a vocal leader. But I feel like it's good for everyone on the O-line to have a little spot where they lead at, because it just brings more chemistry and more success to the up front.
Thanks a bunch. Have a good weekend, okay?
Yes, sir. You too.
Kerry Murdoch with Sooner Scoop, and then John Hoover.
Tyrese, I feel like I should tell you, I'm older, I'm wiser, if you grew up on the zebra cakes and the oatmeal pies, that craving never goes away, no matter how
Right.
old you get. So you're going to be battling that for the rest of your life.
I know.
Hey, did you guys ever get to a point where things kind of felt normal last year? In just, or was there always kind of a phobia? And has any of that been lifted now that you come back for spring practice and you don't have to worry about not missing games and things like that right
Right.
now?
No, yeah, definitely. Just with COVID, just being careful outside of football and everything. But I feel like towards the end of season, it kind of felt more normal as stuff went on, and we kind of got used to it. I'll say, and we just knew how to ways to like do better and whatever, and with the COVID situation and just other ways, find other ways, whether if it's on us getting on Zoom and meeting, or us just having a little Zoom conference meeting between the O-line to talk about something or about the game or practice, whatever. But yes, I'd say that towards the end of the year, it kind of did feel more normal. But with the vaccine and everything coming out, it's giving them more chance to see each other face to face, and I feel like that's where we can really excel at. So I feel like it's getting back normal.
Is there almost a sense of relief out there
Yeah,
practicing now?
honestly, yeah, you don't have to worry about traces and getting COVID and everything and all these tests, and it's definitely a relief on us.
Appreciate that, Tyrese.
Yes, sir.
Okay, John Hoover with SI Sooners and then Mason Young.
Tyrese, I promise you, life is not as sweet without the zebra cakes, man. Trust me on that. So I want to ask about a couple of offensive tackles
Right.
you didn't get to play with last year. Wanya Morris is one,
Mm-hmm.
and then Stacy Wilkins is the other. How are those guys doing? How do you see them progressing? What's their spring been like? What's your assessment of their kind of getting into the offensive line chemistry?
Right. You're so Stacy was out last year. He out for the season. So him coming back, he's very excited about that, and he's looking pretty good. Kind of slimmed up, got a little bit stronger, so that's good for him. And you can tell that he really wants to be out there and be a factor on the O line, so that's good. And then Ye just coming in from Tennessee, he definitely has the size and the talent, and we just trying to get him on straight with the plays and everything. But he's doing a great job of doing that, and I'm looking forward to play with next to both of them.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mason Young with the OU Daily and then James Hale.
Yeah, Tyrese, thanks for your time today. I think one of the last times we talked to you was after the game against Texas, where you guys had kind of had somewhat of a breakthrough running the ball. What do you feel like changed at that point through the rest of the season for you guys? And then also with TJ Pledger gone, with Ramondre gone, what does it mean to have a guy like Kennedy Brooks back?
Right. With that being said, I feel like after that Texas game, like you said, we kind of had a little drought where we couldn't move the ball on the field running. So with that, I feel like our mentality, like I said, we took practice a different way, took practice like game reps and just practice finishing plays and stuff like that. But with KB being back, it will help because he has experience like Mondre and TJ, and with them being gone. So Eric, he's doing a good job. Tennessee transfer, he's doing a good job coming in, and with Seth being back with some experience, I feel like we have a good running back room, and just up to the O-line to make them holes for them. So, and that's what we're practicing right now, to finish blocks and finish plays and finish practice is the most important thing.
Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we've got to clear this room by 12:15, so time for one more. James Hale.
Hey, Tyrese, last year at the end of the year when we talked to you, you and a couple of other guys said, hey, we haven't had as good a year as we wanted to have.
Right.
And you lose Creed, you lose Adrian,
Right.
You get a couple of transfers in, your young guys are back. How good do you feel looking at this offensive line can be?
I feel like this offensive line could be better than last year just because everyone's mentality. Like I said, me and Mo are being the leaders right now, and then everyone's trying to lead in their certain ways in different spots and everything, which is good for everyone. And I just feel like everyone's more hungry and more motivated, and it's a big year for OU football, so everyone wants to be that part and try to bring that Joe Moore back for sure.